my search for Humphrey's mother continues to span the Veiled Sea. Along the way, we encountered several mysterious UMLs. One of them was almost too hard to see. It was a gigantic swordfish, moving so quickly it was almost impossible to see. But sure enough, we eventually caught up with him. His name was Lancio Presto.
HQ has decided to call it Lancia Presto, due to its speed and the distinctive shape of its snout. We're trying to tag its location, but it's so fast that it may be able to evade our tracking capabilities. This will be a difficult one to investigate.
Lancio took up residence in an abyss, the deepest point of the Veiled Sea, and the Powderpelago in general. Within this deep pit, I discovered a sea pig.
Sea pig. This creature is light pink with 2 pairs of large protuberances on its back. It has between 5 and 7 pairs of legs, and swims casually along the seabed, as if walking.
A Dumbo octopus.
Dumbo octopus. This octopus uses its fins, which resemble large ears, to move slowly through the deep reaches of the ocean. Its entire body is slightly whitish, though it has a reddish tint on its ears and arms. While this octopus does not have an ink sac, it can change its body color using chromatophores.
An anglerfish.
Humpback anglerfish. This fish has a huge mouth and long teeth, along with a special glowing protrusion growing from its head. It waves the protrusion to lure prey close, then eats it whole.
A sperm whale.
Its square head takes up almost 1/3 of its length. There are rows of large, conical teeth in its lower jaw. The teeth in its upper jaw never erupt. As it eats its prey, usually squid, whole, it needs no teeth to feed. Teeth might instead be used for fighting between males or bringing food back to calves.
And whatever the heck this thing is.
This deep-sea creature is composed of a cap part, called a pneumatophore, and a thread-like stem. It can grow up to 40 meters in length and is a gregarious organism composed of numerous small individuals. Each of these individuals serves a purpose, be it predator, defender, reproducer, or something else. Unfortunately, its form is very fragile and collapses easily, making it difficult to capture.
Above the abyss was another UML. This large, mysterious creature was so surreal, she almost couldn't exist. This creature's name was called Lamba apsara. She was the most unique sight in the Veiled Sea.
A close examination of the collected data will be conducted. This species may be part of the Chiropractus genus, but it's significantly larger than any other known member. The unusual development of its fins raises questions as well. For instance, why would it grow pectoral fins of such an unusual length?
Along with her, we encountered the Leviathan,
A white sperm whale.
the mysterious white sperm
known in
whale
these waters
who is
as a
said to
great
have
ghost.
inspired Moby Dick.
Fishing crews have reported this creature ramming their vessels, making them capsize. Even killer whales are scared to approach it. Considering that albinos are usually weaker than other members of a species, its strength is remarkable.
Furthermore, we received word that a bunch of pelicans in the area were acting suspiciously, gathering in huge flocks and gathering fish for the biggest pelican I had ever seen in my life. This gigantic bird was diving into the sea and fishing alongside its fellow cohorts. This creature's name was Simurgdaria. It had later come to my attention that this giant pelican took up residence on one of the smaller islands in the Powderpelago, nicknamed Pelican Island. This lone island would also be home to many of its smaller pelican cohorts. Despite seeing so many brilliant creatures in the Veiled Sea, there was one creature that I had yet to find: Humphrey's mother. Humphrey accompanied me one day in a further attempt to try and find his mother. We found many dolphins and porpoises, but still no luck. Until one day, emerging out of a lone canyon, we found her. We'd found Humphrey's mother. Soon, the two humpback whales were reunited and delighted to be together again.
Humpback whale. The song of a humpback whale during mating season can be heard as far as 3,000 kilometers away. The mating call varies by region and also may change with the seasons. While this species tends to migrate together in pods, there is little interaction between those pods. Orcas and large sharks are natural enemies of humpback whales, and it is not unusual to see a humpback whale swimming close to protect its young.
Even though Humphrey was home again with his mother, the friendship we had made over the past few weeks or so would last a lifetime. In that moment, me, Pinchy, Humphrey, and the rest of my new aquatic friends had explored just a tiny fraction of what the Veiled Sea had to offer. Exploring it in full detail would last a lifetime, and so, for now at least, my exploration of the Veiled Sea had come to an end. Although the sea is a fun place, and although I made some new friends, it was time for me to get back on land. After all, I can't develop the islands if I'm not on them. Until next time, goodbye.